topic for today is e-commerce security threats. This is a topic of web technology and e-commerce. The subject code is KMBIT-02. Okay, so for further study about the topic, you may refer these references. Okay, for further study, first is your textbook, and rest are some good blogs in this field. Okay, that you may study for further references. Okay, so what are the various e-commerce security threats? Okay, so if you talk about e-commerce, so the first security threat is financial frauds. Okay, you generally see in newspaper that lot many fraudulent activities are there. Okay, regarding credit or debit or net banking. Okay, so all these means all these type of frauds comes under the category of financial frauds. Okay, so ever since the first online business entered the world of internet, financial fraudsters have been giving businesses a headache. Okay, so there are various kinds of financial frauds prevalent in the e-commerce industry, but we are going to discuss the two most common of them. Okay, a lot many financial frauds or fraudulent activities are there, but the major fraudulent activity that are noticed are credit card fraud and fake return and refund fraud. Okay, so first is credit card fraud. So it happens when a cyber criminal uses stolen credit card data to buy products on your e-commerce store. Okay, usually in such cases, the shipping and billing addresses vary. You can detect and curb such activities on your store by installing an EVS. EVS is what? Address verification system. Okay, and another form of credit card fraud is when the fraudster steals your personal detail and identity to enable them to get a credit card. Okay, sometimes if you put your photocopy or Xerox or you just WhatsApp your Aadhaar or PAN card to any other person, then in that case you should avoid such type of practices to protect yourself such type of fraud like credit card fraud, or you are not supposed to reveal any of your credit card related details to anybody. Okay, so these are some of the means precautions that you should take to avoid such type of frauds. Okay, next is fake return and refund fraud. The bad players perform unauthorized transactions and clear the trail, causing business great losses. Some hackers also engage in refund fraud, where they file fake request for returns. Okay, sometimes you get that you will get this much of amount in your Paytm. Okay, and you just give your Paytm detail or OTP, or you just share something, and after that you see that your account has been debited for this much of amount. So what type of fraud are these? Like fake return or refund frauds are there. Okay, so these are the major financial frauds that are occurring in much more higher frequency than the other financial frauds. Okay, so these are various security threats. Okay, next type of threat is phishing. Okay, what is phishing? Basically, several e-commerce shops have received reports of their customers receiving messages or email from hackers masquerading to be the legitimate store owners. Okay, such fraudsters present fake copies of your website pages and another reputable website to trick the users into believing them. Sometimes people create clone website. Okay, like in case of this journal publishing. Okay, a lot many clone journals are there, reputed there are so many clones of some reputed journals. Okay, similarly in case of this e-commerce portal, there are a lot many clone websites that are available, clone web pages that are available regarding an e-commerce store. Okay, so that type of activity is known as phishing basically. Okay, So for example, see the image below, a seemingly harmless and authentic email from PayPal asking to provide details. Here is an example, like see, check your recent activity and update your information. Okay. And this is a fake page or phishing website of PayPal. Okay, hello PayPal user, and check your recent activity by logging in now, and we have detected different logins to your account from different country. Okay, so if you click over it, log in and update your information, then you will be trapped by some person that are using this type of phishing page. Okay, so this is basically the phishing type of threat that occurs in e-commerce. Okay, so the EI test of 2017 is another good example of such malicious campaign. If the clients fall into the trap and give them their sensitive personal information like login credentials, the hackers swiftly go ahead and con them. Okay, so these are some examples of phishing type of activity or phishing type of security threats of e-commerce. Okay, next is this e-commerce security threat spamming. Okay, what is spamming? Some bad players can send infected links via email or social media inboxes. Okay, they can also leave these links in their comments or messages on blog post and contact forms. Sometimes you use social media, you get such type of spam mails, spam messages over there. Okay, you should avoid such type of spams, and you should simply delete them. Okay, so once you click on such links, they will direct you to their spam website where you may end up a victim. Okay, so apart from lowering your website security, spamming also reduces its speed and severely affects performance. So you should be aware about spams. Okay, you should simply delete it. Okay, or just means block it. Okay, so this is e-commerce security threat, spamming. Next is e-commerce security threat, denial of service, DOS, and distributed denial of service. Okay, so many e-commerce websites have incurred losses due to disruptions in their website and overall sales because of distributed denial of service attack. Okay, what happens is your server receives a deluge of requests from many untraceable IP address, causing it to crash. Okay, so this looks like that. Okay, DOS is denial of service. Is the denial of service attack an attacker attempts to prevent legitimate users from accessing information or service? Means here is an attacker and target, and there he or she put a DOS attack, means basically denial of service. Okay, when you hit on the website, it will deny the service. Okay, means uptime will not be there. Okay, means the web page will not be able to load up. Okay, so that is basic problem regarding this denial of service. Another type of this DOS attack is distributed denial of service. Okay, where you are a victim of attacker. Okay, so in a distributed denial of service attack, an attacker may use your computer to attack another computer. Okay, means in this case you will be victim of attacker. Okay, to attack on another computer. So that is known as the distributed denial of service attack. So there are these two types of attack or these two types of threats regarding e-commerce security. So you should be aware of it also. Okay, next type of e-commerce security threat is malware. What is malware? Malware is a broader category which consists spyware, viruses, Trojan horses, and ransomware, etc. Okay, so all type of viruses, bombs, Trojan horse, spywares, ransomware comes under the category of malware. Means your intention is malicious basically. So hackers may design a malicious software and install on your IT and computer system without your knowledge. These malicious programs include spyware, viruses, Trojan horses, and ransomwares. Okay, the system of your customers, admins, and other users might have Trojan horses downloaded on them, and these programs can easily swipe any sensitive data that might be present on the infected system and may also infect your website. So you should be aware about these malwares, and you should have proper safety mechanism, or you should install some antiviruses or anti-malware program to protect your system from this type of threat. Okay. Next is e-commerce security threat of exploitation of known vulnerability. Okay, attacker are on the lookout for certain vulnerabilities that might be existing in an e-commerce store. Often, an e-commerce store is vulnerable to SQL injection and cross-site scripting (XSS). Let's take a quick look at these type of vulnerabilities. So, first type of vulnerability is SQL injection. Okay, so it is a malicious technique where hacker attack your query submission form to access your database. Okay, so he or she use your query submission form and will put or will get all the details regarding your customers or clients. Okay, so they corrupt your database with the infectious code, collect data, and later wipe the trail. Okay, so this is basically the SQL injection. Basically, it works on database. That's why it is known as SQL injection. Injection means injecting some malicious code or injecting some malicious means virus, bomb, etc. Okay. Next is cross-site scripting. What is that? Means XSS. The attacker can plant a malicious JavaScript snippet on your e-commerce store to target your online visitors and customers. Such codes can access your customers' cookies and compute. Generally, you can access cookies to know your logins or details about your computer. Okay, so cross-site scripting means generally look towards the cookies of customers. Okay, so you can implement the content security policy to prevent such type of attack. Okay, usually we allow all the keys, and that may be means you will be able to vulnerable regarding this cross-site scripting if you allow all the cookies. Okay, so once while allowing the cookies, you should be much more aware towards means you should get the policies you should get, or you should I think go through the policies regarding the cookies accessibility or cookies to allow the cookies basically. Okay, so next e-commerce security threat is bots. Nowadays we are working on bots. Okay, build application. So generally some attackers develop special bots that can scrap your website to get information about your about inventory and prices. Generally competitors try to do such type of attacks. Such hackers, usually your competitors, can then use the data to lower the prices in their website is an attempt to lower your sale and revenue. Okay, so basically competitors try to get your information by using special types of bot or special type of attacks to get all your sensitive information regarding inventory, pricing, and customer related database. Okay, so here is a study of this bad bot classification. So 24.3% of time there are the impersonators, means bots that assume false identities to bypass security solutions. They are commonly used for distributed denial of service attack basically. ठीक है, तो generally 24% of times you have noticed such type of persons that are accessing your sensitive information through using your bot. Okay, next is generally we use chatbots, so this type of attack occurs over there. Okay, so 1.7% are scrappers, like bot used for unauthorized data extraction and the reverse engineering of pricing models. Okay, means they look for your prices and after that they will lower their prices than your products. Okay, and they will get much more revenue by getting or by tapping all of your customers basically. Okay, 0.3% are spammer, means polluters that inject spam links into forums, discussions, and comment sections. Generally, you see while you dealing with some video conferencing or some chat, and you get some spam messages over there, your forums or discussions or comment box. Okay, so such type of people are spammer that wants your customers sensitive information. Okay, and another 2.6% are hacker tools, means scavengers that look for sites with vulnerabilities to exploit for data theft and malware injection, etc. Okay, so these are means classifications of various bot attack. Okay, so bad bot classifications, these are some of the examples. Okay, next is e-commerce security threat, that is brute force attack. Okay, so what is brute force? Basically, you should you should put your password by the combination of caps, means that capital letters and small letters and this numeric, as well as some special character, and you should I think you should means reframe your password in certain frequency. Okay, to avoid such type of attack. So the online environment also has players who can use brute force to attack your admin panel and crack your password. So these fraudulent programs connect to your website and try out thousands of combinations in an attempt to obtain the password. Always ensure to use strong, complex passwords that are hard to guess. Additionally, always change your password frequently. Okay, you should decide a frequency, like you will change your password in month or in quarter. Okay, but you should change your password. Okay, and it should not be means easy guess of type. Okay, so you should to avoid such type of brute force attack, you should I think put complex passwords. Okay, and should change it frequently. Next is this e-commerce security threats, man in the middle. What is this? A hacker may listen in on the communications taking place between your e-commerce store and a user. Oh, Walgreen Pharmacy Store experienced such an incident. This is an example. So, if the user is connected to a vulnerability Wi-Fi or network, such attackers can take advantage of that. Generally, an advisory is there that don't do any financial or social media access while using this public Wi-Fi network. Okay, always use virtual private network if you want to access your means banking related information or social media related informations, because these places are means are a good opportunity for this type of attack, means man in the middle basically. Okay, so you should not use public Wi-Fi without VPN services. Okay, so avoiding man in middle attack, like this is man in middle means that is sniffing all the confidential information of yours. Okay, while accessing you are accessing your social media server and somebody is accessing your information, or you are accessing your banking related information and somebody is sniffing your banking related information. So such type of attacks comes under this category, man in the middle attack. Okay, next type of attack is e-commerce security threats like e-skimming. What is skimming? Basically, getting the creamy part. Okay, means skimming. So e-skimming involve infecting our website checkout pages. These type of means security threats occur while customer making payment. Okay, So always use PayPal or some trusted partner that means in this process of payment, so that nobody can do such type of attack, means e-skimming. So basically e-skimming involves infecting our website's checkout page with malicious software. The intention is to steal the client's personal and payment details. So basically this type of threat occur while a customer making payment, okay, after selecting product in card, and after that he or she will pay for that e-commerce portal, and then in between somebody else can trap your payment related information or some personal information. So that type of threat is known as e-skimming. Okay, so these are various types of security threats that are occurring in the field of e-commerce. So if you have any doubt or query, you may ask. These are some references, some good references that you may access for further study. First is your textbook, and rest are some good blogs regarding this topic. Okay, so you may access further. And if you have any query or doubt, you may ask. Thank you.